Hi everyone, Ashley here. So Zoho Forms has had an update to the form builder or the theme builder. So let's jump in and see what's new. You can see here I've got a form on the screen, and to create a stylized version of that form to share with people, we go to themes. So when we click on themes, you see an option here which says create from scratch, or you can use one of the themes that are already created for you below. So typically you want this to be on brand, so you'd create your own from scratch. If you've been using Zoho Forms already, you'll see another option here which says something like use new form builder, and you can click on that and it will bring you into the new form builder. You are able to go back, but with most things that Zoho release, it's probably going to be for a limited amount of time, and then everyone will get moved onto the new version. I'm not 100% sold on the new version. It doesn't really work for me because I'm the type of person who really likes to get into the detail and tweak things and really refine how it looks. This might be better for people who haven't got any experience doing graphic design or any kind of design work and just don't know where to start, and they want something that's quick and simple to get them up and running as quickly as possible. So I can completely understand where this is coming from. The old system probably needed to be changed to allow us to have more features in the future. So I think that's where this is going, and over the next few months we'll start to see new features added. So I'm going to click in here and choose choose whatever that said. I didn't see it now. So on this page we've got our form. This is just the standard form, grey background. On the left hand side here under style, we've got some different styles. So we can have a transparent form, we can have our fields in their individual boxes, they call that a deck, and then we can choose whether it's scrollable or if it's a fixed header. Okay, so let's take a look at this for example. So straight away this is a lot easier for people to use, I think. If I go down here to the banner section and click on this icon here, I can upload a banner which I'm using for these emails. So let's click this one here. This is my email banner, and now click insert. So you can see straight away that's added in there, and that's pretty good. Doesn't look too bad. It can definitely be improved, but let's go back to style. If we go back to the default, I quite like this look where it's attached to the form. You might just notice here though that there's rounded corners. Now when I'm talking about getting into the granular detail and that is lacking from this update, it is something that you could do before, so it's a bit disappointing that now we can't do those kind of things. But what I would like to do is round the top left and top right corner of the banner and the bottom left and the bottom right corner of the form. But with this update we can't, but I'm sure those features will be added. So in this case I don't want that rounded edge there, so let's look down the form, and I'm going to make some guesses here because I've only had a small bit of time to practice with this. So I'm going to say that it's probably, I don't think it's page, I think it is probably container, and let's click on more here, and I'm guessing it might be this edges. Yep, okay, you can see there that the round corners have gone. So that gives you an idea. That was quite easy to do. It's just disappointing that I can't have it rounded at the bottom and at the very top, but never mind, I can live with it for now. Let's go back. Let's say we wanted to add a border there, we could do that as well. There's not a color picker here, which would also be a nice option. Let's just check here. Yeah, there's no color picker. That would be nice, and hopefully something that they would add in the future. But if you did want to add a border, you could just pick on something here. You could add the border width, and you can see that that border is visible as well now. But we're not going to have a border. Let's go back now to our header, or sorry, our styles. So with regards to the header then, like this style here, scrollable, it's stuck to the top of the form. If we choose fixed, what we've actually got, the banner is still fixed to the form, but what we see is the title of the form is now fixed to the top of the screen. So let's add a logo with that as well, because I actually haven't seen what that looks like yet. So let's go to, I guess, header, and we've got an option here for logo. And this is all, this was not prepared, so hopefully this all goes well. Let's see now, we've got a large logo and a small logo. Let's go for this. And insert, okay. That's not too bad. I'd probably want it to be centered, but at least they have given us some options here to display that in different ways. And if you'd used the form builder before, I guess that's quite a common option. In fact, that's nice as well. If you'd used the form builder or the theme builder before, you would know that achieving this, which would be one of the most simplest basic things that you would expect to be able to do, was an absolute nightmare. Just getting your logo and the name of the form to line up, you know, centered alongside each other was an absolute nightmare. So I'm actually really pleased with that. As a user, that is super simple to do, and I've done it in just a few clicks. So also we can let's look down at some of the other things. So another thing that's gone very basic in this is we can choose our font, we can choose the size, and the system will kind of set the sizes of all the text for us. We've got this limited selection here, but what you can't do is you can't say that you want these headings here, or at least I haven't seen a way yet, to be bold. For example, that I want all headings of form fields to be bold or to be in a specific color. Let's just go down to fields and just double check that, because I could be wrong. Okay, so we've got our field label here. So I can change the color of it, but it's going to change on all fields, I guess. So let's just try that. Let's just make it blue for a second. Yeah. So you can see those have all gone blue. So there isn't really a way to control them and just say form fields. I noticed these ones here have gone blue as well, but maybe I want those ones in black still. There's no way to control that. Previously, we had the ability to do that. But again, this is obviously about simplifying it, and I'm sure that over time those features will come. Then if we look at backgrounds, we've got different options here. I know that there's some more options hidden behind here, and you can hide and show these icons, which is nice. We have also got the option, if I go to, I think it's container again, we have the option here to do a gradient background. In fact, I can see it there. I just have to click on this. So you can do gradient backgrounds, which can look quite nice. Not specifically with this form, but you know, you can get a nice option like that. And also, let's go to the page. No, we don't have any pages. There is an option here to do the entire background. So let's just see if we can find that as well. If I go here, no, I'm going to have to go through all of these. Oh, it must be wallpaper. Yep. So if I choose this, you get a nice coloured background like that. Now I do like that, but I don't like that white line or grey line going across there, and I'm not sure. I'm not going to play around with it now, but I'm not sure if that can be removed. That would be just disappointing if it couldn't be. So that's a quick update on the form builder. Basically, it's been redesigned. It's definitely more user-friendly than what was there before. But if you're used to using what was there before, you're probably going to be frustrated with the tools that you've been given now, and you definitely can't tweak it. It's definitely not as granular as it was. So Zoho, we really need those features back. We really need to be able to tweak individual corners of form fields and the colors of text and the text, what would you call it, the boldness, those kind of things. So I hope you're listening, Zoho, and that's the update on the form builder.